Hey everybody, how's it going? Before we get this episode started, I just want to give a big thank you to some of the new subscribers to the channel. I got it on a list here, so I got to read it because there's actually quite a few. I want to say thank you to Aaron Sulka, Wally B26, which if you saw my Chess Arena video, he does a bunch of abandoned buildings and abandoned stores, so go check his channel out. Really cool stuff over there. Rocker0057, Magurian Luca, hopefully I pronounced that right, sorry if I didn't. Jennifer Soriano, Harrison Peloso, Christy 1957, The Arcade Couple, and Uno. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Now, on to today's episode. Hey everybody, how's it going? John Boy back with episode number 9 of the Gardening and Gaming Guru Garden Vlog. And today, it's going to be a little bit probably of a short episode because there's not much really going on at this point. I'm going to fill in a couple of the empty holes in the raised bed back there. Going to get that second banana pepper plant in the ground, the 2 habaneros, and one of the red 7s. Also, my ghost chili plant that I thought wasn't doing so well, and if you remember in the last episode I planted that store-bought one, it actually came back pretty strong, so we're going to run an experiment and plant my one that I started from seeds right next door to the one that is bought from the store, and, you know, see which one comes out better at the end of the season. Gonna move some things around in the garden also because it's gotten a little late in the season for me to get spinach in the ground, but my basil is started inside. I got that planted, and I plan on just moving the few things around from episode number 1 or 2 when I talked about where I was going to plant the stuff. So today we're going to get the things in the ground, give you a quick little update, and that's going to be about it because right now we're in a waiting phase. We're in the growing stage, trying to get things ready to go and hopefully get some fruits going, which may be pretty soon. And I'll show you why here in just a second. So let me go and get into the garden, show you where we're going to fill in and what we're going to fill in on these empty holes, and then I'll get the stuff in the ground. So let's get to it. And boom, we're at the garden. So in the one empty spot right here, like I had originally planned, this is where we're going to plant the green pepper in between the 2 snow fairy tomato plants. And if we move up here to where these 2 spots are, right here and right here, is where we are going to be planting the habaneros. In between the ghost chili, which is right here, and the black forsage tomato, and then this empty spot is where I'm going to be planting one of the red 7 hot pot peppers. Now, we did have one thing go wrong, and if you look here, you'll notice my banana pepper plant is not here. What ended up happening, we had about 9 straight days of rain, and it started to wilt, and, you know, it was just laying on the ground. And when I dug it up, I actually found that this had been infested with something called a wireworm. And I'll put a picture of what a wireworm looks like right here on the screen. Wireworm likes to eat at the roots of the plant, so pretty much it left it with no structure, and that's why it kind of wilted over and fell onto the ground. Now, I did go and buy some stuff to make sure that the wireworms, and it also works with like slugs and snails and stuff like that, don't come back, so I'll be putting that pesticide, insecticide, is like little pills throughout the garden. It's safe for your plants. It's not going to cost anything to, you know, like worry about your plants, you know, getting infected with the insecticide or whatever is in it, you know, the little pills that's in it. So where that banana pepper plant was, I'm going to plant another datil, because if you look at the datil that I have, I got all kinds of holes throughout the leaves. I don't know what's eating it because it's the only plant that has holes in it that I can see. So something is eating it. So I want to get a second datil plant in where the old banana pepper plant used to be. If we move down here into these 2 empty spaces, and this one here, I'm going to be planting another red 7. This is where my spinach was going to go, but it's a little too late in the season for me to get that in, so I'm not going to be planting spinach this year. So I'm replacing that with a red 7 here, and the Carolina Reaper I'm actually going to move over here. Now, up here, like I said, where the ghost chili plant is, this is our ghost chili from the store. So right next door to it right here is where I'm going to plant our ghost chili pepper. And then once the basil is ready, we'll plant that in that last spot over there. Now, if you do remember, I do still have 2 spots over here in between my cucumbers. One in the bottom, one in the middle there. I was going to plant sugar snap peas in here, but again, it's a little too late in the season, but it's actually not too late, because you can actually replant those around August or so and make it a fall crop, and it'll be ready by October, November. So that's going to be my plan, is to start indoors the sugar snap peas around August, beginning of August, late July, beginning of August, and then we'll get those transplanted outdoors. Mid-August, we'll build some more teepees like these things that we built for them to climb up, and we'll have a late fall crop with that. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to go ahead and get all these in the garden, come back and show you how everything was. Again, don't forget, for any of the pepper plants that you're planting, put a little Epsom salt in the hole like I showed you in the other episode, and a little Epsom salt mixed into your soil. It'll help it bloom up real nice. And then we'll come back, we'll do a complete update of everything that I have growing, and that'll be it for today. So let me go ahead and get the planting, and I'll be right back. Okay, now before I get these in the ground, I just wanted to show you real quick, since I haven't given you an update on the plants that were in the raised bed, or not raised bed, the plants that are in the under the grow light still that I haven't had planted yet. This is one of the green pepper plants, and that's the one I'm going to be planting out here. And then we move over, and this is my habanero plant. And a second one, like I said, I'm going to be planting 2 of those. And then this is a datil plant. Ooh, where is it? There it is. And it's a little small, but it's working its way. It's trying. And then, like I said, I was real surprised. My ghost chili plant really wasn't doing all that well, but for whatever reason, it came back really strong. I kind of moved it a little closer to the light. And I mean, it's not as big as, you know, that one was bought at the store, but it's come back strong. So you know what, we'll run the experiment. I got the extra plot. And then we have 2 red 7s. We got one here that's a little small, but I mean, this one here, look at how big these leaves are. You know, nice big strong green leaves. So we got 2 red 7s that are gonna go in. Okay, time to get these in the ground. Okay, so as you can see, this raised bed's getting pretty full. In fact, there's only 2 spots left for the Carolina Reapers once they get a little bigger, because they're only about this big down their stairs right now. And they're still under the grow light. I believe it's going to be another couple weeks before they're ready. But let's take a look at what I did, and let's take a quick update on the other plants that we already have in here. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is our one snow fairy tomato plant. It's getting quite large, and let me take a quick peek, because I know, or at least I thought I saw some flowers on this one. Maybe not this one. Nope, not on this one, but there is some on the other one. And then we got our green pepper that we just planted. Now here's the other snow fairy, and if you look at that stalk, look at how nice and thick that is coming up. And we do have flowers on this one. Here we go. We got some flowers coming in there. And I think that's, oh, what? No, there's actually one that's yellow right there. Look. That's where we're going to get some tomatoes. Yay! And of course we got our other green pepper plant over there. I'm going to back up here and start back at the beginning. In fact, I'm going to run across the 2 rows horizontally first. So here's our one jalapeno plant. And I believe that a lot of the pepper plants are having some problems because we haven't had any really warm water or warm weather that's been dry. It's all been, like I said, it's rained the past 9 days, so I think that's kind of hurting all the plants that we already had in here. So there's another jalapeno that we had in there. Get off there, fly. And like I said, the other jalapeno, and some of them even took some damage from the rain. As you can see, it like split the leaves, because I mean, we had like almost tornadic weather storms here, microbursts and all kinds of stuff. So it's been pretty bad over the last couple of days. Here's the red 7 that we got planted, and the tiny datil. Now our banana pepper plants got some big leaves, or at least the one that didn't, 2 that didn't die. They got some nice big leaves that are going on here. Again, some damage from the rain. Hopefully these can recover. Now I'm gonna move here into the broccoli, and this stuff is nuts. Like, I knew it was gonna get big, but I mean, here's my hand, you know, and that's even on a small one. Here, let me show you this one here. Here's my hand. You can't even see it. Look, if I go like this, you can't even see my hand. That's how big this is. I don't see any florets or anything starting on the broccoli, and I'll just kind of show you all the broccoli. I mean, look at how big this is and how leafy this is. This is awesome. And then more, and then this one's even, look how big these are. This is my hand over the top, just so you can see. There's the leaf. There's my hand. Well, that's even bigger than my hand. Like, even though I spread my fingers open. So those are going insane. I'm hoping that these cucumbers get to growing a little faster, so I can get them up on these trellises before anything gets taken over by the broccoli. I may have to pin that broccoli back. Here's the other cucumbers, and I'm gonna have to start kind of training this one. This way I might have to tie it off. And another one here. I already showed you the broccoli, but here's broccoli from the other side. Here's another one of the banana pepper plants. Like I said, it's got some damaged leaves, but some nice sized leaves. Woo, hello sun, peeking through the trees. And then this is the ghost chili that we planted. And like I said, I know it's smaller, but I kind of want to compare what happens to this with the one from the store that we bought, you know, and see how the two of them grow, which one maybe has a bigger production harvest from it. This is the other datil, which some of this I think is damage. Like, you know, that right there, let me see if I can zoom in. That split there at the top is damaged from the rain, but as you can see, I got like a hole there. I got something eating a hole there. Woo. Let me zoom out here. There we go. And some holes there in that one. So something is definitely eating this. I tried looking underneath to see if I had worms or aphids or what it could possibly be. And I'm not seeing anything, so I don't know what's going on there. There's the one habanero and the other habanero planted. And this is our larger red 7 in the ground. Whoop. We got our green pepper plant here going pretty nice. There's our green pepper plant. And then this is the black corsage. I mean, we got branches down here and branches coming off here and branches coming off here. Go away, buggy. It looks like an aphid or something. But we got flowers. Where did I see flowers? I know we have flowers. Are you guys seeing the flowers? I saw it from the other side. Flowers down in here. My camera won't focus. There we go. Right in between we got some flowers. And I know I had... Oh, there they are. There they are. Right there. Some flowers starting to bloom. So that's the update on the raised bed. Now, I can't remember if I told you guys about the lettuce, but I believe I did. Let's come over here. This is the butter crunch lettuce, and you know, it didn't sprout as widespread as I thought it would. I mean, I spread it all over the whole container, and as you can see, it's not only taken like in the corners for some reason and around the edges, so I don't know what happened there. And then we got, oh, I'm gonna have to back up here. We got our green beans going, and I'm still weeding out pieces of lettuce because remember, this was the soil that we reused from the lettuce that I thought I had gotten all of it out. So yes, it's weeks later and I'm still getting pieces of lettuce out of this, so that I can't believe. Now the salad bowl is really taking off here. So I'm gonna be thinning that out pretty soon, and I'll show you that in an episode. And then we got humongoid green bean plants in this one. I may actually have to find like sticks from a tree or something to put in that one and start staking those up. They're getting a little bigger. And we did get one of the 8 that we planted to sprout, but it's not really doing all that great. And I actually think after looking at it that, you know, between this container in this container that maybe 4 is the right amount to put, and maybe 8 would have been too many anyway. So I'm not actually too sad about the fact that the other 8 pods or 7 pods didn't grow. And like I said, I may even take that other one out. So that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Whoo, sun in my eyes. Let me step forward here. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like I said, things are going to start slowing down here a little bit with the fact that we kind of have everything in the ground other than those Carolina Reapers, which like I said, it's going to be maybe another 4 months or so, 4 weeks or so before those are even ready to go in the ground. So if the videos slow down and I start doing them maybe every 3 weeks or whatever, but I'll give you guys a heads up before I do. I apologize, but I will try and get some things out, or if something happens or some tips or tricks, I will let you know. One last thing before I go, let me grab it here. Sorry, pardon me on that. This is what I'm using, this bug and slug killer. Oop, let me get it there. From Bonide. This is supposed to be good for the worms that I had, and we do get slugs here as the seasons move on, and I'm worried about the slugs attacking the plants. So this says to use 1 teaspoon per square yard, and I have about I think about 3.5 to 4 square yards once you calculate it up. So I'm going to use about 4 teaspoons of this sprinkled throughout the soil. And you can do that every up to 3 times every 30 days. So once every 10 days if you really need to, depending on how bad the infestation is. But I don't want any more of the plants to end up like the banana pepper plant did. So again, thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. I look forward to seeing your comments. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Keep on growing.